Christos.
Hey, Brad, hope you're doing well. What would you like to change from tonight's game about the game against the Pacers? And how important for you personally is to bring your best basketball on Thursday's game?
First, I want to praise my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. There's a lot we could have done a lot of things better tonight. I mean, we didn't. I don't think we played our style of basketball at all tonight. And we got to realize that this is the playoffs. Everybody has to up their level of play. You understand that every play is important. Every play is sense of urgency. We would kind of let a team who was beat up down low, kind of beat us on the boards, got a lot of offensive rebounds, beat us to 50-50 balls. I think they really hurt us tonight. And then we just couldn't guard. So we just got to be better. Granted, my head isn't down. I don't think I told the guys the same thing. Like, this is where we wanted to be. Give ourselves an opportunity, to get to 7 if that was the case. And if not, on the back end, we still get another opportunity at home. So, our heads up and we get ready for Indiana on Thursday.
Ava.
Brad, I know you obviously aren't using this as an excuse or anything, but it looked like you were wearing a compression sleeve or something on your left leg. How is the hamstring feeling?
As good as it's going to get. I mean, call me one-leg bandit if you want. But for me, it's, just going out and showing my team that, I'm out here with you. I'm going to try to be as impactful as I possibly can. I think I had like 4 compression sleeves on. But, it's just a matter of doing whatever it takes to be out there. So, I'm going to try to help these guys as best as I can and obviously be smart with it. And try not to over-exaggerate myself in certain instances. But, it is playoff basketball at the highest level. So it is what it is.
And just like on Sunday, it looked like you got into a little bit more of a rhythm in the second half. Is that when it feels like your leg can move up and you get a little bit more mobility, or is that you figuring stuff out in terms of getting to the basket?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both. It's obviously, you trusting it more and it loosens up as the game goes on. And, at the same time, I'm unaware of how teams are going to guard me, and so I kind of, use the first quarter, first half as a way of, kind of gauging that and, how aggressive I can be and what shots will and won't be there. And I try to manipulate it, that way now. I have to adjust my way of playing now, which is a challenge, but, I've been figuring it out.
Fred.
Brad, you mentioned adjusting your way of playing. It looked like you had a different approach from the start. You weren't quite as aggressive looking for your own looks in the first quarter today as you were against Charlotte. How did that go for you? How did you feel like you executed on trying to put that forth?
I think I was solid. It just kept me engaged in the game. Got some good looks from my teammates. Got a lob to Gafford, I think, and start rebounding the ball a little bit more tonight. So I was just trying to get a better rhythm than just coming out the gate and scoring. Obviously, and it's funny, the guys are saying this on the other team, like I can't be as explosive as I want to. I can't come out there pick and roll and fly by the big like I usually do. So I just gotta do what works for me, and so, I try to manipulate that. I know teams are gonna blitz me. I know I'm still a threat out here, regardless of what percentage I'm at, so I use it to my advantage and, I create stuff for my teammates. If we get good shots, that's all I care about.
And you guys as a team were 3 for 21 from 3 today. What did you think of the looks that you were able to actually get?
I think we could have got some better ones. I think we could have got some more open ones. And, in terms of us guards, we got to set up our guys better and, bigs got to get us open. But, we got to be better, penetrating, getting in the lane, getting our shooters easy ones. I think a lot of them, we had some contested ones. And I even looked up at one point, I think we only shot 11 and they shot like 32 threes. So, that was crazy in itself. I think it's a crazy analytic thing. Like the more you shoot, the more you make. So, but I think we could have got some better ones. Obviously, we're upset with the free throw count. We feel like that could have been a lot better. You know, we attack with, you know, we're probably one of the strongest attacking teams in the league, you know, especially getting downhill. So we don't like that. But, you know, obviously, you know, we could have been a lot better at finishing and playing through contact. But control what you can control.
DA.
Brad, you know Jayson better than anybody, I'm sure, in terms of his game, and you've seen him play great. Where does that rank in terms of how well you've seen him play?
That was great. It's probably right at the top, just in terms of his aggressiveness and just how locked in he was. You know, he was excited about the game. He was up, and you know, it didn't matter who was in front of him. You know, and that's been something that I've been trying to tell his ass for years. But you know, I'm definitely. It's tough when you're guarding him. I mean, he's 6'9", and you know he can get his shot off. He's strong, and he can shoot the ball. He's a 3-level scorer, so you got to respect everything he could do on the floor, and just try to make it difficult, be physical with him. Like you said, I know a lot of his moves, so a lot of it I was there, but you know I'm only 6'3", so I wish I was 6'9" with robotic arms, but you know he's a special talent, man. You know, I've been saying this since he was in diapers, so it doesn't surprise me. But I would say, DA, this ranks at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And late in the game, they showed during a timeout, Ish was being very demonstrative, and I just wondered if you can summarize what he was trying to get across to everybody.
I didn't see that. I probably missed that one, DA. And I'm sure he's probably one. I mean, it probably comes from a good place. Ish is a great guy. He wants us to win, and we might have messed up a defensive coverage or whatever. But I can't speak on it. I don't remember it.
Okay.
Matt Paris.
Hey, Brad. You've been in a lot of big games. Russ has been in a lot of big games. That was kind of Rui's first taste at big games. He got into foul trouble, obviously. What can he do just going into against Indiana to kind of rebound from this and kind of that mindset that you have to have in a big game?
Well, I mean, for a lot of our guys, you know, I probably can go down the list and probably count on one hand of how many guys have actually been in the playoffs. You know, so in that regard, it's very new and fresh for a lot of our guys, and it's a matter of us as leaders just kind of relaying that message of how important every possession is and how important you know, these games are. You know, everybody's play is lifted to a new level, you know, and that's just automatic. So the amount of attention to detail there needs to be, especially when it comes to actually being in the playoffs where you got guaranteed 4 games against a team. Like, teams are going to start knowing what you can do, what plays you're going to run. They're going to start telling you what you should be doing. So it's a matter of just going out there and who wants it the most and understanding that, you know, the X's and O's aren't going to get it done. It's a matter of will and heart.
Right.
But Rudy be fine. This is his first go round. You know, just stay engaged, stay aggressive as he has been, and a little unfair for him tonight, but it's a learning experience.
Right. And you guys, even when Rui's not in foul trouble, you guys run a lot of smaller lineups. How can like defensively, just is there anything that you guys can do more, like even when you're kind of undersized and you're not always maybe in the best positions just because that's the way your roster is, you know, that sort of thing? What can you guys do defensively when there's a size disadvantage on the floor?
Yeah, we can still guard. That doesn't change. I mean, that doesn't, you know, regardless of who's out there, I mean, it's like us going to play pickup. You know, you're going to complain about who you're playing against, or you're just going to go hoop. You know, you got to hoop regardless of who's on the floor, regardless of what size you got. You know, regardless of what lineups we have, you know, we trust in ourselves and our versatility of a lot of guys that we have. We switch 1 through 4 a lot of the time. So, you know, we trust guys to be able to guard multiple positions. And, you know, it's a matter of us helping each other too and being better at that. And I think we did a bad job of that tonight. But obviously moving forward, we understand that, you know, defense is what's going to win us these games. You know, it's not a matter of scoring points, outscoring teams. That's not going to do it. You got to be able to get stops.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Last question, Ava.
Brad, you talked about the confidence going into Thursday's game. You've obviously had a ton of success against the Pacers this year. You just talked about defense, but you guys have really leaned into your offensive strengths against them. What's the, I guess, confidence level heading into that?
I mean, I'm confident. You know, I'm sure my teammates are too. But you know, we got to go do it. We can't talk about it. You know, we can't sit here and say we like our matchup. None of that. Like, we got to go out there and compete and go win the game. You know, Indiana's playing well. They don't have one of their players. They don't have Karras, you know, and they're still going out and competing. And, you know, they win at Charlotte tonight. So you got to understand every team every team wants it, you know. So Indy's looking at us hungry. So we got to be ready to go and, you know, understand that this is win or go home now. So this is exciting. This is what we want to play for.
All right, Brad. Appreciate you.
Thanks, guys.